It hurts too. I'm gonna fight or something.
Hey, what's going on? This is Alex. This is Bardiya for the Alex and Bardiya show, where we're going to review games. On tonight's lineup, we have the smash hit of 2007.
Surprise hit.
Maybe, maybe not.
Better than Halo 3.
Call of Duty 4.
Modern Warfare.
Developed by
Infinity
Ward
Z.
and published by Activision. So, this, I'll tell you the truth, when this game was announced, I was thinking, Call of Duty, which was always World War II, with a modern combat theme? What?
And again, just like Gears and GTA, we're like polar opposites on that.
I'm a first-person guy. He's a bad game guy. Third person.
And, well, I was telling him, like, when I saw the trailer for Call of Duty 4, and, like, I'm not a graphics guy either. This guy's a graphics oriented, I'll admit it. But I'm like, wow, the graphics, like, sold me on this game. I wanted to get this game because of the graphics.
Graphically, it's a very impressive game. And actually, this game won a lot of awards. Game of the Year, with a couple of places.
MILF of the Year. IGN MILF.
Yes. And so, going into this, I'm going to tell you my expectations. I expected I knew it would sell well because it had the Call of Duty name tag slapped on it. And originally I wasn't even going to buy it. It was only because it was on sale at a store, a certain electronics store, for $37.99. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to snag this. In fact, I bought it for my brother. And I just played it, and it was amazing.
Anytime he buys a quote-unquote game, he doesn't want it for his brother.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Like my Wii, I bought that for my brother. Anyway, so what were your expectations? I mean, when you heard about Call of Duty 4, what were you thinking?
Well, like I said, when I saw the trailer, like, the graphics really sold me on the game. Like, everything looked, like, beautiful, and it was a first-person shooter that I wanted to buy. And I still didn't buy it on day one just because $60 for a game, which I knew the single player, like, from the reviews I heard, the single player was kind of short and was mostly multiplayer. And he didn't have it, my other friends didn't really get into it yet, so I kind of waited till it was on sale, and I bought it when it was on sale also. $37.99.
Exact same time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So we all got into it, and actually all our friends from work were getting into it at the exact same time. So it was basically Call of Duty Fest every night.
For 3 months.
From like 11 to like 3 a.m.
From December.
Non-stop. And I'll tell you what, from the first day to the last day, it was just as fun. It was a great game. So, new features in Call of Duty 4. Really not much different. I mean, I actually never played Call of Duty 3, I'll admit, but compared to, say, Call of Duty 1 and 2, nothing really different outside of the fact that it's a modern theme, which kind of gives it a fresh look. Obviously, there's an updated graphics engine.
And the story, they tried to better written story.
It's very deep, but we'll get into that. We will get into that. Oh yeah, we will. Okay, so single player. So single player of the story. What was your immediate response to that?
It was very engaging. Like, it was first person, and you really felt like you were part of this whole thing as it went along. And you played different characters throughout, but I think it was a good thing that Infinity Wars, they went with this theme that, like, the story it wasn't based on anything. Like, the previous one were based on World War II, so they already had a story written for them. Here they write their own story, and like, you have a nuclear explosion killing you, and
it is like kind of related to current events a little bit. I mean,
yeah, they just don't say who and
in the sort of Middle East nuclear bomb. It's very engaging, I would say. I mean, you feel very...
Still in my word?
Connect. I mean, it's very enthralling. How's that?
Alright.
Also, as far as like variation in the levels, it's pretty good. There's one kind of lame level where you have to like shoot out of a helicopter.
I like that level.
Which, yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was kind of.
This is cool, but then it's kind of like actually it's kind of lame.
Yeah, the execution was kind of like, oh, you will, like they'll give you directions over the thing. I'm like, what are you saying? Yeah.
Oh, look at him go! He's dead. Oh, nice shot. It's kind of like cute, but no.
It was very throbbing.
That is not the word I'd be using actually. I think you just like threw that in there.
I
You didn't even know that was gonna, yeah.
I just want to say throbbing since you said enthralling.
Oh man. Oh man.
It
Okay.
throbbed me the wrong way. Throbbed.
Gameplay wise, it was. There's not much I can say wrong about it. It was very, very well executed. I'm a first-person shooter kind of gamer, and I loved it.
Yeah. Same thing here for the buttons. Just like everything just makes sense. Very responsive, which is very important in first person. Like, really no delays. Yeah.
It was also very easy to pick up, which is why it was so popular. But there was also it took a lot of skill. You know, I mean, not a lot of skill. This isn't. I'm not going to get into that, but it was easy to pick up, but also hard to master. How's that? And we kind of touched on graphics earlier.
Yes,
graphics are very good. Especially it was a brand new engine for the game, and they're using an engine for Call of Duty World at War, developed by Treyarch Studios. And let's just say I'm not playing it because
it's just a step back, but that's not a review of that game.
We're not even talking about that, yeah.
No, for the graphics, really, to this day, best graphics on a first-person shooter.
Yeah. I would agree. Multiplayer experience. This was what really...
The meat of the game is in there.
This was the meat shield of the game, for sure. As far as there's a lot of different game modes, if you would basically find a game mode that you enjoyed, and there would be headquarters. Good times on that stuff.
Enemy UAVs online.
There's a game type. There's a game type that you're gonna enjoy, basically, and it works very well. The Xbox Live. It's very quick and easy to find your friends, find good games, very quick in and out. It's a lot of fun. Good maps, very good variation between the different maps. A lot of classes. There's like a leveling up system.
Yeah, the leveling up system is what really drew me to it.
It's very solid, yeah.
And like it's a perk system, and it kind of rewards experienced player. And I think that's one of the reasons why, even if you play with people you don't know, you can still find people that you can easily become friends with, and when you talk online, like, it's not just cuss words left and right like GTA 4, which is just mindless.
Yeah. And at the same time, it's very balanced. So someone who just began the game with no perks isn't at a huge disadvantage over someone who's experienced. I mean, they still get their ass beat, but it's not because of the perks.
It drives you to do better because you want to get those perks. Like, I remember when I first got the game, I'm like, hey, what is that thing that when you die, you drop a grenade?
Yeah, that's called
Martyrdom.
Martyrdom. I didn't use it. Oh, I did at first.